What is up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be no-hitting Elden Ring using the Milady. This weapon has one of the most satisfying movesets FromSoft has ever made. And on top of being so cool, it's also extremely powerful. Oh, because this weapon is in the DLC, I thought it would be fun to use wing stands on it in combination with Rellanas Cameo. This setup can output some crazy damage. Damn, dude.
Where'd you find this?
First time I've seen that with a weapon on one of these runs. If you like runs such as this one, make sure to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I just can't believe it. So he aggroes somehow, and then he perfectly frame traps me out of the iframes. Out of all these runs, I've never seen that guy aggro.
Well, it's been a how can I?
That's unreal. This is actually the cursed run. Like, we haven't made it anywhere on this run yet. This is the curse. This is the bolt of grand sacks of this marathon. It must be.
Well.
I thought the crossbow was going to be. It was not. This is looking like it might be. Oh, that's not good. Please don't do this. Dude, you're actually kidding me. Frame trapped out of the fucking iframes, dude. I think it was 2 years ago. I did a run request marathon as well. It wasn't like this, but it was pretty much like a challenge to finish every single run request before the end of the year. When I used the bolt of grand sacks, I got hit so many times in different ways when going for that run, and it was cursed. And it was also like bolt of grand sacks, not a great weapon for no hit, as I've just said before. And that was the cursed run. And I got hit like twice to Horaloo and like just all kinds of hits. Now Milady is the new cursed run. When he looks to the right, I can probably go. Yeah, definitely sucks to get hit by an imp like that 45 minutes in on a guy that just never aggroes. But I guess must have been my path was bad. Unless he has a thing like that Beastman has, the disc one, who can just turn around randomly. It's a fairly long setup. I forgot to get the soul, dude. It's 10k. Whoops. No, we don't actually need that 10k. I didn't even know it was there until last run. Well, at least we like kind of finished a run today already. I mean, we certainly should be able to finish this too, but just honestly, just some unfortunate hits so far, pretty much. I am not sleeping on stream now, because I don't, that'd be so weird, I think. I guess I could have, but yeah, simply set up my bed next to the cat tower. No, that'd be so weird, I think. I want people watch, like, I would not be able to sleep if people were watching me sleep, I think. Like that. Well, I don't know. Some guy sleeping stream and got a boner, never lived it down. Yeah, I mean, if I did that, I would just be wearing like clothes and like there's no way I would. I don't know. Yeah, imagine though, like you accidentally throw the blankets off when you're sleeping and like, yeah, that would not be good, dude. I think a lot of streamers stream with a different attitude towards streaming than I do. Like I just like playing games, and I'm not really trying to put on a show or anything. Whereas a lot of other streamers that would be willing to sleep on stream, it's more of a just like a show, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. So that's why I would never really do that. Yeah, sleeps in jeans. Dude, I haven't worn jeans and I don't even know how long. $18 days, 19 hours. Yep, so we're not even halfway done. We're long ways out from halfway done, but at least we're under 20 hours now. Should have done R2s, probably. Most stylish Crystallian kill ever performed. Okay. Did I miss a donation? Really? How many runs have we done so far? The spreadsheet has the number, I think. We're probably around 20 runs down, which I think is on pace to finish, but we'll see. No, I didn't cheat in Rellanas Cameo, but I did cheat in the Grace for the DLC, basically, like Gravesite Plane. And there are still a lot of runs that are going to be either casual runs or I'm just straight up not going to do. I think I'll probably do them as casual runs. Yeah, All Remembrances is just, it's too long for what we're doing here, I think. And it's really just not that fun. The bosses that get added aren't as good. The champs is included, of course.
You're no match loud. You're...
And you know what? This is also why people ask... No, like mostly on people on YouTube who don't know what Twitch channel points are. They ask like, oh, can I pay for a run or something? That is why I don't do that. Because these runs are kind of meant to just be like fun, chill runs to do. Fun, chill, no hit runs. And if someone requests something that's super bad and I'm not going to do it, then there's kind of a conflict there because there's money involved. So definitely, is this correct? Definitely would never do these with money involved, pretty much. But yeah, if it's something that's I'm not going to do, like some of the other requests. I mean, yeah, the last run we did, Lightning Ram no hit run. I'm not going to do that. We get Frost set up? Sure, why not? Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be something fun, not annoying, and there are certain things that have been borderline so far. I think the crossbow was actually fun, but you know, sometimes when you do a run as a no-hit run, it becomes less fun. Well, maybe not though. It was still a fun run, but that's kind of bordering on the line of runs that I wouldn't do. Although I did do it, and I did it pretty quickly, so it wasn't that bad. But that's like any worse damage for an Elden Beast than that, and I would like maybe not do it. I did actually quite like that crossbow run. I think I pretty much properly demonstrated how a weapon like that actually can be useful for status. But yeah, aside from that, no good. Oh, I didn't get the charge attack stuff yet, I guess. We don't actually need this charge attack stuff yet, but I may as well put it in the physic now. Although this, I don't know, the multipliers on the charged R2 don't seem that good. The charged R2 on this thing doesn't seem like it hits that hard, but when I did counter hit runs, the counter hit, I thought it hit super hard, so I don't know what's happening. Let me check, actually. I believe I have a weapon spreadsheet somewhere. Okay, so Iron Ball is, my god, dude. 453, but it hits twice with both weapons on the charged R2, and then they're like basically 900. Actually, Milady's is basically the same on the two-handed charged R2. Maybe it's because I wasn't using Axe Talisman. It wasn't really built into it as much, but I guess it would work for an R2 build as well. Anyways, yeah, I did see that Vati's making a book. I wonder what that's going to look like. Yeah, it'll probably look like a book, I guess. Like, let's see how hard this R2 hits. I mean, just wing stance is so much bigger of a hit.
Well,
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnish.
Fucking hell, dude. I thought it was over right there for sure. Ooh. I thought I was getting hit there because that's a frame trap one if you're like at the wrong distance. It's so funny how this guy just yaps for so long. Wati tried to... Wait, he tried to no damage of Armor Core 6? What? Really? I wonder why he would try that, but not like a Souls no-hit run.
Goodbye.
I don't get that. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, maybe, Newton. Maybe, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get a stun here. Come on. Oh, it's actually insane, dude. Like, just not fast enough to stun there. Yeah, that way, yeah, like, no hit the game that no one's no hits, or attempt it, because that way if you fail, it's not like, oh, I couldn't do it. It's more like, oh, it's impossible. Not that I couldn't do it, it's impossible. Surely. I'm sure I have lost a run to Gillica. I mean, I've pretty much lost a run to everything at this point.
Come over here, would you? Blast! What's it to you? Step back, you wretched dummy.
Yeah, I mean, Souls no hit runs are... I mean, there's a reason they exist. It's because they're so much fun to do. It's such a good challenge that is... I mean, it's not well balanced because it's intended to be. I mean, they don't make Souls games to do no hit on them necessarily. The difficulty of a no hit challenge is pretty much perfect, I think. Like just no hitting, like a no hit any % in Dark Souls 1, for example. You know, maybe Dark Souls 1 is not as good of an example, but like Dark Souls 3 no hit, it just... It's a perfect difficulty of run to do. Where, yeah, you could get stuck doing it for several months or even more, potentially. But it is very possible. And pretty much anybody can do them, so... Yeah, and that's why so many people do them, because they're just so much fun, and there's so much freedom you have doing them as well. You're not locked into, like, some particular speedrun route that you have to run. You can completely do it at your own pace. Yeah, it's really good, dude. No, it's actually the opposite. It is extremely in reach for the average person. Anyone could do a no-hit run, dude. It like... I feel like the only people who couldn't are literally like, physically cannot play the game. Other than that, you could probably do a no-hit run at that point. Your dad's not doing a no-hit run? Yeah, I mean, you probably wouldn't, but you probably could. I could probably say the same about my mom, who's literally never played a video game in her life. I'm sure she could do it. Really, the only requirement is that you want to do it enough. That's pretty much it. Like, if you actually have the desire to do it and you're willing to practice it, then you can simply do it. That's it. Underestimate human capacity for failure? Nah, dude, that's totally different. Because, yeah, I mean, probably 99% of no-hit runs are not no-hit runs. Or, like, 99% of no-hit attempts are not successes, right? You get hit somewhere. So that doesn't mean that you can't do it if you get hit once, right? Like, you get hit, you learn from it, and then you move on. That's how it works. Like, I think a lot of people overestimate how difficult no-hit runs are, actually. But yeah, the main requirement is that you actually want to do it in the first place. Because if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to be able to do it, pretty much. Like, simply. So, yeah, if you force someone to try to figure it out, then they're not going to be able to do it. It's more difficult speedrun or no hit run. Well, they're totally different things. Speedrun has no endpoint, right? Because what's your goal on the speedrun? Is your goal to beat the game, or is it to get the world record? No hit run, there's a simply defined endpoint, and it's when you finish the run. That's it. So you can't compare it like that. I mean, you could literally call first playthrough a speedrun if you want to. Hold some poor schmuck at gunpoint. Force them to no hit DS3. I forgot to have infuse. Whoops. Ah. I feel like I'm just fighting him so awkwardly with this. What the hell, man? I got lucky as hell there. God damn, dude. I'm having some... Ling phase 1 kill, well, sort of. I'm having, like, I'm finding this weapon pretty awkward, actually. And some of these openings that feel like they should be safe are, like, maybe just not safe with it. Yeah, pretty good damage, though, to one cycle, and I forgot the heavy infusion. Yeah, this is for the sheet. It's the Cypher Potter run got switched to this, so... the last attempt, I got hit to an imp when I was getting hidden body, or unseen form, because he somehow aggroed, and then he frame trapped me right as I was coming out of the like, sigil activation animation. You know what I should do here? I feel like as soon as I get the portal, I should just give myself the activated Great Rune or something, you know? I'm trying to think of a bunch of ways to save even more time on these runs, like just unnecessary sections like this one. Surely just skip the whole game at this point. But no, I think I could just give myself the grace up here as well. That's what I was thinking. Maybe for next run, I'll do it. Because there technically is... So, I'm not trying to skip any danger. There is technically some danger on the bridge running section, so I still want to do it. Once we get through that portal, there's literally zero danger, so... Oh yeah, I didn't have infuse yet, yeah. Surely I'll remember after this. No, I will. I am quite liking how these runs play out at this point. Because here's the thing. If I... As we saw in that Lightning Ram run, when I do a normal setup, a run like this... Let's just say I... still do the DLC running section, but I just give myself the grace. Just, I don't know. Or just think of another weapon. I would be, at this point, I wouldn't have even been done to set up yet without those starting graces, and they're not adding anything to these runs, because we've seen them so many times, and they're not dangerous, and it's not really what the runs are about, just like torrenting through the open world. So I definitely prefer to do the runs like this. And like during this marathon, I've saved myself probably at least 15 hours, I want to say. Does that sound like too much? I don't think so. Like at least 15 hours, I think. Because I've done 20 no-hit runs, or I think it's actually like technically 18 no-hit runs. Most of which aren't first attempt exactly. Probably at least 15 hours of setup. At the very least, I think. Which is great. Because it's the part that no one cares about, pretty much. I mean, we're on day 12 of the marathon. It's only been 11 days, and it's already that amount of time. By the end of it, we literally may save 50 hours of running. And for these runner quests, running through the open world just doesn't really matter. You know, that's not... Like, I've done it so many times, it's not really the point. But we are still doing the setup. I'm still doing all the same stuff, but it's just... I have the graces activated, you know? But yeah, I would say most... So if I do Iron Balls no hit, with my God Run 3 route, I believe, and this is without patches, I think, the setup is generally about 35 minutes before I fight Morgott, I want to say. That's including getting the stealth though too, I guess, but yeah, it's probably about 35 minutes before fighting Morgott. And that's on like one of the faster routes to get set up. If you're doing Somber +9, it's even longer. Most smithing stone weapons are not that simple to go set up as the iron balls, so it does take longer. I cannot believe how much damage this does. Like, it is actually insane, dude. How much damage that does. Like, this is a +12 weapon doing over 2,000 damage a hit. Like, that's crazy, dude.
What are you playing at? Wait, I see it now.
I have a monitor pop up. And I can't see the game.
How could this?
Wait, I literally can't even cancel it, dude. MSI OLED Care, panel protect, and I can't close it. Like, it's only execute and that's it. Wait. Dude, you're kidding me. Oh, well, it's on my other monitor now. I am convinced Milady's the cursed run, you guys. I'm convinced. Okay, why is it on the wrong monitor now? And I also got reverted to 60 hertz, I think. Oh, no, it didn't. And it pops up again, dude. I can't exit out of it. Like, I think I have to do it or something. Oh my goodness, man. Well, I guess I'm playing on the other monitor. The cursed run begins. Well, anyways, I guess I'm playing over here now. This is unreal.
Holy. No.
Probably a good time for a break, but wait, did it? Oh no, I didn't even. Please still be there, dude. Okay, good. Okay, we got this. Oh boy, this has got to be it, dude. This is the cursed run. See how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long, but will I die before then? Man, it feels so delayed playing on 60 FPS, dude. Okay. Simply destroy him. Okay, surely not getting hit again here. This is where I got hit last run somehow. By one of the imps that saw me, and of course, perfect frame trap. Oh, my neck was already... I think as I was looking at chat over here, my neck's already kind of a little stiff or something. I'm like, now you guys just get a simply side of my face view while I play the game. Yeah, I honestly still have no idea what happened with this imp last time, because my path didn't look that bad. It's the first time I've seen him aggro as well, so... Yeah, the main monitor is off, like off. Like it's actually off. Should be fine. I might be if we get to the next boss, I would rather like DTS was pretty much completely free on this, but we're going to fight gold free. I might prefer to be playing normally.
No matter why they
But
don't.
all right, there's unseen form. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah. Yeah, the monitor's going to turn on, and then... I actually don't know if the game will transfer, though, because I turned my monitor off and back on, and it stayed on the other screen. So, like, I probably need to restart the game or something. Yeah, imagine I'm running right past enemies, switches monitors. Yeah, I can't say I've had this happen before. Imagine that happening game 6. Like... End of Elden Ring, I'm fighting Soldier of Godric, and then I just can't even see him. And he comes in and ends the run. Could you actually imagine that? 26 hours in. Yeah, I can't really read chat because I only have one monitor now. And I can read chat over on my other monitor, but... Oh. Oh, boy. There we go. Ah, nice, smooth, 120 FPS. Okay, we're good. Yeah, see, the curse comment, this run may be cursed. That's what I'm saying, dude. Okay, we're good, though. No, I'm not fully believing this run is cursed yet. If we take a few more hits that are insane, then it's cursed. But so far, we're fine. Because one hit was just to some random imp, and then the other hit was just a Morgott unsafe punish with this. I have 4 monitors right now. So the left 2 that I use on my stream PC are ones that I've had for 10 plus years, pretty much. And it's just I have them, and they work perfectly fine. So I may as well just keep them. You know, the ones I use on my game PC though are like the one on my right that I look at chat and stuff on is the Alienware one. Honestly, don't even know the model, but and then this one's my main one's my MSI. I forget what model it is. Like MPG 123. Like I actually can't remember it. I can't remember. It's 4K OLED 240 hertz. I forget what model it is though. Just simply a bunch of letters. Oof. My God, dude, this thing hits like a truck. And then, yeah, my old ones are... I can't remember those either. I mean, those I got those so long ago. I can't remember the model of any of my stuff, pretty much. The model of my cat? I also don't know that either. Honestly, I don't think it would be a bad idea to get the shackle on these runs, but if I was going for maximum consistency, then I would get the shackle every time on these runs. But I kind of think it's more fun without it, although it feels bad when I reset to Morgott, though. Yeah, standard issue cat. Yeah. I am Canadian long hair. Yeah. That's funny. Canadian long-haired standard model. That's not what I meant. Reasonable, not overkill. Definitely needed all those buffs. Okay. Let's see what happens here this time. Yeah, not even a one-shot, dude. So R1 when he does the thing instead of tap R2. Tap R2 is not really... It is fast enough, but... just simply don't. I'm not really giving me the openings I want here.
Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Wow, he gave me one singular wing stance opening. The definition of cursed right there. Give me one singular opening for it. Unfortunate, because yeah, like literally any of his slams and I can do a massive hit, but he just didn't allow it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I get the shackle, then you know, especially for something like this that is on the slower side, at least the build that we're trying to go for, it does give it more openings. And that's what I did on one of the first requests, the Giant Crusher with Braggart's Roar. I did that because it's so hard to get openings on him with that build if you're not using the shackle. So I just use the shackle and smoke them. But yeah, maybe if I have to reset again, I may get the shackle. The thing with wing stance too is that like Unsheath, you can pretty much immediately... Look, so with Unsheath, I can go into stance and immediately R2. But with this thing, you can't do it in quite the same way. You have to kind of fully go into the stance for it, which is making it... I was thinking this was pretty much just another Unsheath, but it's a little bit slower. No, definitely Unsheath is still better. But, I mean, this hits so hard, though. Now, this request, Steel changed his Cypher Pada request to this, so... Yeah, Avenue Balcony is definitely better. I mean, I've been getting Avenue Balcony for like years at this point, but at least I think so. It makes it a little bit trickier to use, but it's still really valuable because I can do it, especially on Godfrey, not in his AoE stomp phase, but the rock one, you can jump over stuff. And the reason we should be able to jump over stuff in his AoE phase, but we can't. So, unfortunately. Yeah, the marathon's actually been going on for years, actually, and I just didn't even know. Oh, yeah, we got snow, like, several weeks ago. Yeah, I cannot believe how hard this hits, though. Like, a lot of it is due to the cameo, I guess, but it's actually not. I think just the motion value on Wing Stance R2 is huge. And the R2 is just not even close to keeping up with it. We are a Ash of War build, but even testing the R2 versus Wing Stance without any talismans, Wing Stance just hits so much harder. Yeah, Hugh G. Rection, my favorite artist. Now, it hasn't all melted here yet, because it's been pretty much staying around -1 or so. But, like, we got 15 centimeters probably 3 weeks ago now. It's quite a bit for early November. But most of it melted, but there's definitely still snow out there. Unless it was warm today, but it wasn't, so... Or maybe it's even more than that, dude. It might have been more than that, but... You hate not being on the metric system? Yeah, metric system is definitely better. Obviously, like... But yeah, here, you know, in at least where I'm at in Canada, we pretty much do both. So speeds, you know, like driving limits and stuff, or speed limits are in metric, kilometers per hour. But generally, when people talk about height here, it's in imperial. Freedom units, as they call them. We get this. You know, I never say I'm 180 centimeters, I guess. I say I'm 5'11" or whatever. I don't know the amount of centimeters, but... What am I, like... 70 kilogram? I don't say that. I say I'm 160 pounds. So... It just kind of depends what it is. Yeah, temperature is always is metric as well. Metric's definitely better. Like, it's just simply better, but... Just some things here are metric and some are not. It's kind of random.
Those are the chalified them well.
Guess we can go get the 7s up here too. It's got the most confusing height and feet, weight and stones, temperature C, distance miles. Really? Is that true? That can't be right. Nah, but metric is better. I mean, is there one thing that is not better in metric? But the one thing is that people say that I don't really agree with, but is that when it comes to like Fahrenheit temperature, it's more about how it feels or something. So like if it's 80 degrees outside, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what they were saying, but that's like, That's the only thing I've ever heard. Oh, the stream is dying. Damn, dude. Why is this happening? I might have to restart my PC and window update again. Because this type of frame drop isn't... It's almost certainly not actual network issue. In my experience streaming, these types of frame drops are not actual internet issues. It's something to do with the PC itself. All right, we're plus 19. We got a lot of strength. 0 is cold, 100 is hot. Yeah, like, I don't know. That's all just dependent on what you're used to. So, I don't think if you told someone that didn't know anything about temperature units, it's like, oh, the temperature outside is 100. They wouldn't go like, oh, okay. They wouldn't know what that means intuitively. That doesn't mean it's 100% heat. Or whatever, because what does that even mean, right? 12 inches in a foot is way better than 30.48 centimeter. True. Very true. Excellent point. I don't know, there probably are some other applications of Imperial units that I'm just not aware of, maybe. Like, there must be something. Bonk. That actually really sucks. Wait, why did that stun me? That should have stunned me, for sure. Bonk. That was dumb. Waited way too long for that. Dude, this is insane. Holy shit, I thought I was smoked right there. What is that? Oh, I meant... Dude, I'm having real problems with this, with this weapon. It's just like, the positionings it's putting me into, I'm just not used to it. And it's really messing me up, I guess. Also, cosmetic flame grant me strength, because there's no way this is lasting until I get to him here. Because right there, I nearly jumped straight into a fire pillar. And... oh, of course it misses. What is happening, man? I knew this was the run he was gonna fire breath, dude. I just knew it. Like, you knew it. You just knew it. I don't know how, but... I think this is the first time in this entire marathon that I've had to memory of Grace Fire Giant. And I just saw it coming from a mile away, dude. This is just how this run has gone right now. Just how it's gone. Like, he's trolling. I'm missing every hit. I'm jumping into fire pillars, and he fire breaths me. This is the cursed run. We have found it. What? Man, not damage though. Hard to argue with that damage. Would have loved to stagger right there. Don't do it. Yep, he did it. He had to do it. Maybe if I did a jumping R2, I wonder if I would have gotten him. Like, we must have been really close to that stagger there, because 2 charged R2s, the wing stance would have landed, boys. I just needed, like, 1 more charged R2 or something, or a jump attack. Not sure if a jump actually would have been enough. Did that miss? There's genuinely something wrong with my game when I'm using this weapon. We got imps aggroing that shouldn't be aggroing, and then we got double fire breath in a row, fire giant. You know what? Maybe he's input reading my misses or something. He's input reading my whiffs. This is insane stuff. Maybe I should have slept him or something, dude, because I just can't get it with this. Purely cuckery. I just can't land it. Because yeah, again there, I'm just like, I'm a bit of poise damage away. Probably another wing stance R2 away. Oh my god, I thought I didn't roll that. Yep, let's go up near the rocks. That sounds like a great idea. Thank you. Oh, brother. That was tough with this thing somehow. Like, I don't know why. It's giving me such a hard time. All right, well, we have no idea how this is going to look on Godskin, but it's got to be pretty good. This much damage per hit. Should be good on Beast Clergyman as well. Yeah, this is the first run past Fire Giant. The first one was Morgott, where I went for a tap R2 when he did his, like, hammer sideways attack thing, and you know, most faster weapons you kind of delay the R2, or at least I do, or whatever. So I did it with this, but it just wasn't fast enough to roll after it because it's pretty slow tap R2 on this thing, and I didn't realize. And then the second run was I was getting unseen form and then an imp. One of the imps aggroed and frame trapped me out of the sigil animation, which I've never even seen him aggro before, and somehow he aggroed and killed me. And then now we're on this run. So you would think a weapon this good, well, at least yeah, you'd think a weapon that can hit this hard would be no problem. But, you know, one hit was from me not being used to the weapon, and then another hit was just some random meme, I guess. Now Fire Giant's trying to screw me, and then my monitor is updating, doing like self-maintenance. mid-run. This is crazy stuff. First Fire Giant Fire Breath of the marathon right there. Very first one. I think maybe Miyazaki doesn't like that Steel changed the run from Cypherpada to Milady or something. But the problem now is that I'm looking for bad stuff to happen, so I need to stop. But no, we got to just simply go back and win. I wonder how this should be excellent on Millennia, right? And I wonder if the wing stance R2 combos into anything. Probably won't test it here unless it looks obvious, but anyone know offhand if Milady wing stance R2 combos into an R1 on Millennia? No, but what I think though is like some of the tricky things that I've been having on this run are due to the fact that we move around with this Ash of War quite a lot. And when you're not used to that sort of thing, when you're not used to the movement, then it definitely puts you in a weird spot. And like, who knows, on Millennia I might just jump straight into a rot AoE or something because, you know, when she does her slam into the ground, I use it and it just propels me in, you know, like that's the kind of stuff that happens when you don't use a weapon. You don't know exactly how it works on the boss. Most other weapons, I don't really need that because we're not using some attack that moves us around a lot, but in this case, we are. How to get magic grease, or the royal magic grease, is because at the start of this run, I went DLC to get Milady. Well, yeah, I used cheat engine to get the first like gravesite plain grace, so I didn't cheat engine the weapon. And yeah, I just picked up the drawstring royal magic grease, picked up Rellanas Cameo as well. So yeah, that's how we have that stuff. Whoops. We go here. I do like doing it this way for DLC weapons. I think it's more interesting to just start with gravesite plain and actually just go pick up the weapon. And I may do that for base game weapons too, if it makes sense, right? If there's a weapon, we did that for Hand of Millennia. Hand of Millennia is way too late in the game to use for a no-hit all Great Runes run. So I gave myself the grace in front of her, fought her at +0, and then got the weapon like that. It's way more fun to do it in that way. Okay, well, this should be excellent, I think. Oops, Lantern Gaming. Should be really good. Until I get the accidental apostle riposte or something like that. Oh. Surely wasn't going to get hit by that. The large hit. I mean, the DPS isn't anything insane doing it like this, but the damage per hit is just wild. Like, actually, I would have been better off doing some R1s in between, probably. All right, nice. Yeah, that's probably what you'd want to do with this thing is do the wing stance R2, couple R1s, and then another one. At least on the apostle there, just to, like, maximize the damage. Yeah, pretty solid. Yeah, you have to be in stance for 0.5 seconds. They buffed it. It used to be 1 second in stance to get the cameo buff, but they buffed it to 0.5. And so it's, you know, 45% damage on a hit sounds absolutely insane, which it kind of is. But at the same time, though, a lot of times it's just better to just spam the unsheath or spam the wing stance. That kind of can work out to be better DPS. But where this talisman is extremely good is on punishes where you just don't have enough time to go for more than a single unsheath, for example. And there are plenty of attacks like that. On Beast Clergyman here, I think the setup is going to be really good because there's no way I'd be able to get 2 wing stance hits off, right? And so when you can only get 1, that's pretty much ideal. But in cases like Elden Beast where he gives you just gigantic punish openings, you probably just want to spam instead and then go with a different talisman. And I actually kind of like it for that reason. I like that it's not just no-brainer, use it everywhere. There are spots where it's really strong and there are spots where it's not as good. And I quite like that. Already upgraded, right? I think it's fun to have stuff that isn't just a no-brainer go-to every time. No, it's not 1 second. Wait, is it 1 second? Oh. Oh, it used to be 1.5, they reduced it to 1. Really? I thought it was 0.5 for some reason. I guess that makes sense, though. I guess I didn't time it or anything. But yeah, I got the numbers mixed up then. Insane misinfo. Kind of would be nice, though. Yeah, it would be nice if there was a visual indicator for when it's ready to go. Someone said, I think Opai said if you use Red Feather, you get that sound. But when I'm using Ritual Sword with it, I just don't get anything, so. I was going to go Frost here, I guess. I don't know if it's really worth it, though.
Who approacheth
Probably not worth.
destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Damn. Damn, dude. Beautiful. Yeah, the frost, like I said, completely useless, but it looks cool. Okay, so Gideon was just pretty much like 3 hits. Like, it's not a special kill. There's nothing crazy you have to do, is what I mean. Because we just do so much damage per hit. We don't need the Madness Stone. We don't need to time really anything. We just do Wing Stance. Wing Stance R2. I was thinking Elden Beast R2 build might be better. But maybe just not, though. Like, maybe just spam Wing Stance.
And here you'd come, stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas.
Like, look at that damage, bro.
She'll take the throne. Queen Maliketh. I know. In my...
It almost looks like Knight's Resolve kind of hits. Well, and I guess it sort of is. Actually, dude, you don't be fucking crazy. No, I guess it doesn't really work. I was thinking some, like, if you could somehow combine these two, but nah, you just can't. Never mind. I'm sure on old patches you would maybe be able to do something. Could you imagine, though, plus 80% more damage on top of this? Be some insane stuff. All right, well, I'm unfortunately not able to do any jumps in phase 2 with this. Like, I can't use the Wing Stance R2 to jump over in phase 2, but in phase 1, when he does the rock stomps, I can. That's pretty much it. I wish I could, though. But yeah, they simply... We're also bringing this bull into the fight. Yeah, you simply just can't use it. And if you're wondering the reason, apparently there's like a flag that needs to be set to enable being able to jump over the phase 2 AoEs. And this Ash of War just simply doesn't have it enabled. So. Cosmetic Frostbite. Or wait, did I get Frostbite? Pretty good fight. I wanted to wing stance jump over the phase 1 rocks, but I don't know. I just somehow didn't get it set up, I guess. Okay, I'm very interested in this next fight with this. I guess that's at 99 strength now, right? Oh no, I guess I don't have the source heal. I'm very curious what this Elden Beast will look like. Is it scripted? Is basically what I'm wondering. I guess I'll go Pull Gate Milady. Oof. Double poke is crazy, dude. So many like awkward positions I'm being put into here. Is like I'm not gonna be able to get this off. Just kidding. Oh boy. Oops. No way. Oh, where do you think you're going, dude? That's why I was considering leveling up more mind earlier, but beautiful kill. Very nice. Yeah, that easily would have scripted him. Like, would have scripted him if he did the normal thing, but he also just gave us good RNG, so didn't matter. And normally, at this point, the runs are done, but this is an all great rune, so still have more to go. Yeah, pretty much as like that's the Elden Beast I was hoping for right there, but just ran out of FP.
What do you not want any? Well done, well.
Not sure when I'm going to use this drawstring grease, but surely just going to save it till the end of the run and then just not use it. That might be what ends up happening. It would have been good on that Elden Beast there. Yeah, it's funny. Normally when I'm at this point in the run's done, and I'm just like, we're just kind of chilling now. But we haven't done that many all great runes requests, but yeah, it's definitely not the same type of thing. When you actually still have to no-hit everything. How many all great runes have we done? I guess the Beast Sling, or the Bestial Incants. Alabaster Lord, like, we did all great runes minus Rykard, but then I got hit on on the way to Placidusac, so it's kind of like questionable. Was there any more? I guess the Hand of Millennia was also, but that run was really nice because I fought Millennia so early in the run, I was able to just like not do any of this stuff. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, no hit Rykard. I don't do Rykard on these runs because I feel like it's for obvious reasons. Because when we're doing weapon-specific no hit runs, it's just not a good fight, pretty much. I think what I consider doing is doing phase 1 with the weapon and then going phase 2 Serpent Hunter or something. But I just don't think there's a point on these weapon runs to do Rykard. So yeah, I just don't do him. So that's why it's all Great Runes minus Rykard, pretty much. And the idea is I kind of sub in Placidusax at the end of the run instead. But at this point, if I get hit by him or after him, like, or by him or on the way, I'm just, like, we're just calling it good. So, yeah, it could do a Furnace Golem, yeah. Great idea.
Please, no.
Not overkill at all. Well, I don't know if Rykard's the worst Great Rune boss. It's just fighting him with anything that's not the Serpent Hunter. Even if you have builds specifically for him, it's just not fun. It's not as good. I think phase 1 is okay with melee weapons because you can actually punish him in the head and then he gets stunned and stuff. The lava makes it a little garbage for no hit. But it's certainly doable. It's the phase 2 that's a problem because when you're doing melee phase 2 on no hit, you have like one punish, basically. So yeah, I don't see a point in doing him on these runs, basically. Definitely can go with Frost on Milady. I feel like that'll work out pretty well. I'm kind of worried about the moveset on her, dude. I don't know how it works. I don't know what she gets hit stun by. I probably should have tested it out. Like, surely I can just R1 when she does her dash, and that's fine, right? Unless it just misses. Like, I don't know how it's gonna work, dude. Could be bad news. Also, probably optimally, I would go with the multi-hit too, but we're mostly going wing stance, so. R1 is good on the left dodge. It is good? Okay. Surely it is. Surely true, not misinformation. Yeah, the Great Bow strat's funnier, but last time I did it, I almost died because she fell down, but then I forgot to stealth, and then she aggroed and started sniping me when I was running that way. And I don't know how I didn't die, but... You know what? I wonder with the Milady, so if it actually is going to be a starting class in Tarnished Edition, or a starting weapon, I wonder if they would give you wing stance on it or not. Because it's a cool weapon on its own, I guess, with Impaling Thrust, but I feel like they got to give you wing stance, surely, right? Yeah, facing toward... Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see. Like, I feel like the R1 should be fast enough where if it whiffs, I should be fine to dodge still, but... I don't know. I guess we'll see. Done no-hit thrusting shield? I have not. That doesn't really seem like a no-hit type weapon, but... It'd be interesting to see what it can do. That, I mean, the thrusting shields are actually wild. How good they are. Oh. I wonder if that's a counter hit, dude. It's gotta be. Bonk. Damn, dude. I keep using this frost grease and it just... We kill the boss so far... Or so long before they get proc. Just wasting it. That opening hit was gigantic, dude. We go with some Holy Grease at some point. Onsblock Scythe any good? I actually have no idea. I think that's one of the few weapons I haven't used because how do you get it again? Onsblock Alive whole quest? Yeah, maybe I've just never done that somehow. But yeah, I fought Erlang on stream, but I think when I fought him may have been like it may have been kind of a double stream situation where I streamed one thing at the start and then switch over to Wukong after, maybe. Because I remember other people saying they had a hard time finding it. I honestly don't know when that would have been. Yeah, that I definitely streamed it though, and it's somewhere. It's just probably pretty tricky to find. Should I go get more frost grease? I feel like I should. Just get a couple more. May as well. You know what? I wonder if I should use some bleed grease on Moog, but there are some that I can pick up pretty easily next to one Weeping Church as well. I just don't know if he's gonna proc if I'm just spamming Wing Stance the whole time. Ooh. Supposed to be a crouch there, but I got the crouch eat an input.
Your strength
Not bad.
of a
I don't know if I actually got any like full Rellanas Cameo hits off though. Well, at least not. Definitely the first hit I did was one, but aside from that, I feel like I didn't charge it enough. And I probably could have, but she did do one kind of like input read dash after I did in phase 2, I think, where she went into the kick. I probably could have done it a few more times. That's what happens when when I don't test a weapon first, especially with an Ash of War like this, a pretty unique build. Definitely not going to use it optimally. So the strat for Moog is going to be, I mean, as it always is, get a stun or something. I am kind of wondering if I should get Shackle, though. Like in the poise damage, so Moog has 110 poise, is that correct? Just over 3 charged R2s. Probably easier to go with just, like, if I wonder if Wing Stance has the potential to get me hit by jumping into his Nihil or something, you know, or his countdown. Like, could I jump into it by accident? That would kind of be a shitty way to lose the run. Yeah, Ram on Consort was, it was the worst boss with Lightning Ram because basically I had to just fight him as if I was fighting him with a normal weapon, you know? I couldn't just spam roll because he kept hitting me and all of his attacks just hit perfectly. So I had to fight him super slow and it wasn't very good. Should I get the Shackle? Nah, we don't need it, dude. Like, we just need to get him to do his first count, and then, like, with just R1s, and then it should be 3... Like, beyond that, it should be 3 Wing Stance hits for a stun. And then we can always just Memory Grace out if it's not enough. It's really Holy Grease. That's the plan. I don't know if it's enough. Nice. Beautiful, dude. Easy, dude. I actually kind of messed up too because I should have equipped the throwing daggers. Yeah, I wasn't sure if all those R1s was enough because it needed to be, I guess, 20 poise damage. It needed to be 20 for him to get staggered because I think he's got 110 poise. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was enough, but it was. So yeah, I should have throwing knives just to like chip him or keep the poise from resetting. I also really hate doing Red Wolf this late. Blood Flame makes any weapon good. I don't know about that. I think Craigblade pretty much makes any weapon good. Blood Flame Blade, though, debatable. Really depends on the setup. Maybe able to sleep one shot. I probably can, but I usually like just go in and fight him. But yeah, we would absolutely be able to one-shot him easily with this. Yeah, what was the sleep lineup? I feel like I would get myself killed if I tried that. And you know what, actually, now that now that you say that, I remember there was also a strat where you can cuckery the back wall for Red Wolf and then do it that way, where you don't even need sleep, I think. And you can get a free hit off. But it's been a while since I've done those strats, so. Yeah, Craigblade is just so good. You get, you know, added physical damage, so it's good everywhere. And you also get more poise damage, which is also good everywhere, so. Whereas Blood Flame Blade, you know, you get fire damage from it, which is nice. But, you know, fire damage isn't always great. And then you also get bleed, which bleed is quite good. But it's not good everywhere. So it kind of just depends on the situation. But Craigblade is literally good everywhere. It's good on every single weapon. It's, yeah, like there's just no brainer choice, pretty much. Why is it always Cuckeries for distracting, throwing knives for a stance? Well, because Cuckeries throw way slower. And also throwing knives don't make a lot of sound. So that's why. For poise upkeep, you want something really fast. Like you just want something really fast. That's it. Whereas with making sound, you want something that makes sound. Like that's pretty much it. I mean, I could do the sleep shot on Red Wolf, but I really don't remember it, dude. And on all the other runs, I haven't done it. But the concern about Red Wolf is that he can meme with his glint blades. Oof. I feel like my game kind of stuttered when he did that like lunging sword attack, and it felt like I didn't dodge it correctly because of it. Well, honestly, I'm sure I could have one-shotted Red Wolf if I did Wing Stance with the Rellanas Cameo buff, but I just did all R1s there, so that's why it was 4 hits. Yeah, the reason why Red Wolf is really scary for no hit, and it's part of the reason why nobody ever does. I mean, it's been done. You know, when I did Region Locked, I had to do it, but the reason why no one really does the Academy on no hit any percent for the second Great Rune is because Red Wolf has a combo with triple Glint Blade into dash that can be a frame trap, and the problem is that he can pretty much change the timing to whatever he wants. Like, it's not that he does triple Glint Blade and then immediately dashes every single time. It's that he can add a bit of delay, and there's a certain timing where you just get frame trapped and then you're dead. So that's why I get Vow of the Indomitable, which I don't think I've ever been hit doing this strat as long as I time the Vow correctly. But that's why he's scary, pretty much. Even though he's so weak and stuff, is that you can get smoked from the frame trap attack. Unfortunate too, because I do really like that boss. I think he's one of the more underrated bosses in the game. Probably my least favorite spawn. Damn, dude. First time I've seen that with a weapon on one of these runs. Just clean one shot. Damn, dude.
My dear
there it is.
Daughter,
dang.
weave thy night.
All right, well, all Great Runes minus Rykard completed. Beautiful. Yeah, Wing Stance just hits so hard, dude. It's actually wild. And then plus 45% damage. Not bad. All right, let's go to Plassey. Yeah, not bad. So we need 5 Wing Stance hits for a stun here. I would love to be in front of him when I get the stun, but it's kind of... being in front of Placiduce X is much riskier. Yeah, surely Frost proc on Placiduce X, dude. Yeah, this weapon's really solid. Like, I guess it's a little unfortunate that I probably didn't showcase as good as it could be because I haven't used it a lot, and it's a little awkward, I think. But yeah, when you kind of just go and wing a run, then it's going to be... like, it's impossible to use a weapon in the most optimal way possible on every single boss, you know? It's simply impossible. Yeah, heavy infused. So at this point in the game, quality would be better than this. But we are getting 1,100 AR. Yeah, quality would be better. Oh my god, that's such a big hit. 2, 3. Or don't go up. I think we just simply spam. Alright, dude, look at this damage, bro. Beautiful. And imagine if I was going for the head there too. Like it'd just be lights out. Oh, and that big counter hit. Oh my goodness, that's crazy stuff. Dang, dude. That's definitely the best Placidus X we've seen so far. All right, well, you know what? We've already got Rellana unlocked. So I guess we're going there. They already did the whole running section. That's a crazy kill. And we're just going straight to Rennala. Yeah, we're heavy infused. Like I said, quality at this level would be better. I guess I could have respec, but I don't... Like, it's only marginally better. Heavy's better for this run because... Nice one. Damn, that was awkward. She's simply stalling my buffs out.
Thanks for being on during my overnight shift. Makes things a little less dull. Peace, my dude.
Dude. Oh. Beautiful. I mean, it was a little scuffed, but like I just my spacings were off at the start, and so she was just not following things up. And then I wanted to outspace into wing stance R2 on some of those attacks, but then she just did the wrong follow-up. But once we got going there, then it was like, bam. Oh, you know what? Actually, I've got some graces here. Well, that was definitely a scuff. Like, I couldn't hit her for the first minute or something on that. All my buffs were out. It was definitely a little scuffed. And the damage on those jump attacks weren't that great either. You know what? I've been meaning to find if there's a path past this guy where he can't possibly do the kick to you. Because if there is one, like if you could go past him without aggroing him or whatever, then I would give myself the graces up here. But the thing is, he can do the kick when you're running past, and then you have to torrent iframe, so it is possible to get hit there. And that's why I don't give myself the graces up here. Yeah, I got hit to Moog a couple times, I feel like. No, I didn't name my VODs yet, dude. It's funny, I actually have a lot of stuff to do outside of the stream still. Some voiceovers and some like other things and some emails that I've been meaning to respond to that I just haven't done. So I think one day I just need to take a like hour break from the stream and just do all that stuff. Whoops. But yeah, I recorded a voiceover last night. Well, it was actually like 8:30 a.m. yesterday before I slept, and my voice is so scuffed, dude. It was after a nice like 14-hour session. What tier would I rank Milady? Well, for a no-hit weapon, I don't think it's the best. But I'm gonna say for no-hit, it's gotta be... I guess I don't know. I haven't tested the bosses. I don't know how scripted I can make stuff. I'm inclined to say it's like an A- for no-hit. For general gameplay, though, I think it's probably... Maybe it's in the same tier, like A-, A tier, somewhere around there. But I would need to test out the different builds, like charge attacks and Cragblade, stuff like that. I mean, for Millennia, it was was pretty good, I think. I would have to test the fight more. Niall's good. Elden Beast was scripted. The Radahn was pretty fucking bad, though. But again, that's partially just because I don't know how many punishes I can do, what I can get away with. Godskin was probably average, I would say. But could have been better had I optimized it. Fire Giant was, I felt kind of awkward, but I would say objectively for Fire Giant, it's quite good. So yeah, I would say like A-. For weapon to get into the S tier no hit, it's got to like script Radahn as well, plus scripted Millennia type thing, like all that kind of stuff. But we're not going with a crazy like red feather build. We're not using Howl. So, you know, a lot of weapons can do a lot more when you have that extra like 15% damage on everything. Which Ashes of War get affected by Godfrey Icon? It's the ones that can be charged. So, Bolt of Grand Sax, Siluria's Tree, those have Ashes of War that you can do a quick version and a charge version. It's the same as spells. Exact same thing. S tier scripted weapons besides the fists. Yeah, I mean, I would say the claws, the hook claws probably are an S tier. Yeah, dual curve sword maybe. Yeah, they probably gotta be. Yeah, dual curve sword probably S tier as well. At least for no hit any %, that is. Because they kind of dropped off when we got to DLC. Other setups I've used in the past that I would say are S tier are Lion's Claw. Although that did get nerfed since I did a run with it, so that did get nerfed. They lowered the poise damage on Colossals with Lion's Claw, and it used to be like 45 or something. Now I think it's actually under 40, which is a big difference, but yeah, Lion's Claw builds definitely would be S tier. Any other ones? I'm sure there are more that I just haven't done, but out of the ones I've done, those are the ones that stand out to me. Well, yeah, obviously Blood Fiend's Arm, but I haven't done a run request with that. And I probably wouldn't because, like, why would I guess? Slicer is not S tier. And the reason is it doesn't have, well, I don't know, man. It doesn't have like a fully scripted Elden Beast like some of the other ones do. But it's so insanely strong before that I'd be inclined to put it S tier regardless. Also super easy to set it up. I think chicken, like, obviously S tier. Have not done Bloodhound Fang, no. But I know that wouldn't be an S tier. Any run to use Knight's Resolve? I've not used Knight's Resolve on any run, no. Yeah, Slicer's probably S, despite the non-scripted Elden Beast, and it's just because it's so strong on everything. Like, you just spam and things die. So yeah, it would have to be. But yeah, that'd be one of the exceptions that is an S tier setup. Without needing a script there. It also scripts like Radahn and all kinds of bosses, dude. Why would I try Blood Fiends? Because I've done my all bosses no hit run is with Blood Fiends. Like that's definitely a setup I've used a lot. All right, here we go. Probably do a Wings Dance opener here, I'm guessing. Oh. That could have been like I could have fought that so much better with this, but all right. Well, still clean fight, but I definitely could have thrown in more wing stance attacks. But I don't know. There are situations where I feel like I want to go for one, but but then it's not safe, and then I don't know. There are other situations where it definitely would be safe, and then I'm not trying to go for one, and then I end up just like not attacking a lot. I don't know what's going on, dude. How much do I care about Winter Olympic hockey? A lot, dude. Winter Olympic hockey is so good when it's the NHLers, which it will be upcoming Olympics. So yeah, it's gonna be really sick actually, because there haven't been NHL players in the Olympics since I think 2014. I want to say. You can wing stance over his triple spear poke, like the one that I'm baiting out constantly, or which one? I think I'm not understanding which attack it is. I do think running this build with the Spear Talisman would be an excellent choice, but part of the reason why I'm not going with it is, first of all these talismans make sense already. I was just thinking, if we're going to go Rellanas Cameo, then we're just not going to get many counter hits because it's such a slow charge. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Nah, wait. You know what? Actually, I've seen a lot of people say they should have added a 5th talisman pouch in the DLC. Definitely disagree. I already think 4 is a lot, but the problem is, when you give the player access to everything, then the builds are less diverse. Right? If you have 5 talisman pouches, then you're not really forced to make a choice anymore. So I honestly think 3 talisman pouches or 3 talisman slots in the game would have been perfectly good. Because in an RPG, I want to be forced to make a choice between things. And yeah, I honestly would have preferred 3 talisman pouches in the game, I think, or slots. But yeah, 5 would be like, then you just get everything, and then it's like you're not even a build anymore. You have everything. Obviously, it wouldn't be exactly like that, but it would start to trend in that direction. It's too much. Or you have to be forced to make choices, I think. 3 talisman pouches only make switching talismans for buffing harder. I think that'd be good. I think that'd honestly be a good thing. Make it less accessible. Peasants need offensive and defensive ones. But that's the great thing, isn't it, though? Like, if you only had 3 slots, then you're forced to choose. I want to be forced to pick. Okay, do I sacrifice some offense and go more defense, or, you know, the other way around? That's part of what makes an RPG, I think. Is you got to make a choice. You shouldn't have it all. I do think 4 is fine. I think 4 is fine as well. I think I would probably prefer 3, though. Okay, I really hope we get a stagger here, so we don't have to deal with this AoE phase 2. Cross would be big. Nice. Nice, dude. Pretty good for this boss, I would say. Yeah, pretty much to dodge a spin attack, you just walk until you are running into her and then start going like hard right while locked on. You know, I'm not certain how this part works without double stealth. You know what? It might not work, but I guess we're gonna find out. Almost a must for Consort. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think Talisman of All Crucible on him is pretty important. Like dodging the clone attacks, maybe the stomp as well. It makes dodging the stomp in phase 2 feel like a normal dodge rather than having to roll straight into him, but at least when they kind of fixed Consort and took away some of his bullshit, you don't actually have to roll to the side anymore. Like rolling straight into him is now fine. It was a must for him before they patched him. But at this point, I don't think it's as important. Okay, genuinely no idea how this Divine Beast is going to look. And I'm not good at this fight. Just straight up, I'm not good at it, so we'll see. But we will have a shit ton of damage for him. I don't even know if we're going to make it to him. I don't know this running section with single stealth. Like right here, I normally just sneak up with double stealth, but I don't think that's going to work with single. I really don't feel like going to Volcano. I'm just going to try that. Okay, looks fine. If you're wondering why I'm doing it this way, instead of just going straight to Consort, is because I like it better. I think doing the DLC in this order, with you know, going straight to Caelid, yeah, the staircase rant again. No, it's not even about the staircase. It's just I find that going through Caelid and then going to Shadow Keep, and then you know going to kill Romana and then going through Bellarat, and then enter Ilum, it breaks up the DLC better and is less focused on only, you know, just sprinting to the boss and then fighting it. And then going to the next one, you know? Like, it actually adds running sections, so it's more interesting. Yeah, maybe I don't need double stealth for the DLC anymore, but I'm kind of not sure about that because we had Castle Ensis running section finished before we got here. So I'm not sure if I had to run through Ensis, that is literally the reason I get double stealth. But maybe I just got to do the YOLO running section, dude. Just run all the way through it, just like I did. I mean, I guess out of the... How many attempts did I do? Like 3? Out of the 3 attempts I did for this run, I didn't get hit a single time running through Ensis like I did. Yeah, just the only problem with the Ensis part is the mages. The rest of it I feel pretty good about. Yeah, the mage part isn't that bad, but the problem is they can kind of be anywhere. So if one of them's directly behind me, then I'm in for a bad time, pretty much. What did I do in Stranded for the Fisher? I can't remember. Magic Grease has to be the worst one. For this boss, yeah. This boss is extremely resistant to magic. Like, pretty much everything but fire. It's bad. I think. Pretty much just waiting for that one combo. Did I get him? Ah, damn it, dude. Nice. I usually like to try to just script it in phase 1 so I don't have to deal with phase 2, but just simply didn't work out that time. Use the throwing spear? I don't know. I would need to go see because I completely forget. I must have melee killed the laser guys though, right? And I had Lamenting Visage, but maybe I could just sneak up to them or something. Or did I turn around the laser guys maybe? I don't know. I would have to go... I should go back and look at some point. Trying to DLC with cheat engine fragments would be 10 of 10. It would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, the fragments... I don't know. The setup for that run every time was pretty much 45 minutes at least. Or maybe it was more. Maybe it was like an hour to get set up on Stranded. Pretty fun run, though. Wait, what? Just run, I guess. That guy aggro so early. What was my strat for this guy up here? Oh boy. What did I do like maybe I threw it at the other pillar or something. Yeah, please don't do that. Okay, so I'm also going to go Blessing 16 here. I feel like that makes sense once we get to enter Ilum, but what was it? Holy Pots, I think Holy Pots was our strat here.
Wait, well, you're...
Must have been.
Goodbye.
Holy Pots probably with Sacred Order. Even though we have no faith. I mean, you know what? We could do Holy Pot double Sacred Order. That's probably safer. Because I can't remember the exact setup I found to be correct here. I may have had a little bit more faith, but unless I tested at 15. I feel like if we go double Sacred Order, it should easily one-shot. Also, this right here is why maybe I shouldn't continue these runs this far. Because I probably could have finished another run by now. Honestly. If it was an easy run and I just first tried it, didn't really have to test anything. Like the brick hammer or something. Need to learn the consistent line for bird section that's a 5% chance of succeeding. Yeah, that sounds great. All right, let's go dupe it. No, we just skip Leda on these runs because it's just a waste of time. I don't care about Leda. I mean, I could do the same with Gideon. Maybe I should. I don't know. I wanted this. All right, yeah, we'll just go double Sacred Order. No, there's no Leda skip. I just, like, give myself the grace past the boss, simply. We'll go just a couple weapons. All right, let's just get some more Holy Pots and then we're good to go. I think. I feel like this should be enough damage for these guys. Yeah, we just need some more sunflowers. No, they are undead, yeah. Like, they get the bonus damage for sure. Which is why it's my kind of go-to strat at this point, because it's so easy to get quick damage on them. I don't even think I need double Sacred Order. I think one's enough. But why not just go two? It's not much more work to get two than one. Spiral? Yeah, surely I do all boss until I get hit. I mean, it'd be cool to get a concert run. I've only done that once. But it wasn't with this kind of... I'm not going to say rule set, but it wasn't with this same setup where I'm killing Divine Beast, killing Rellana and stuff. I think the run that did it got hit on Rellana. Could have done Golden Vow as well. Yeah. Yeah, Holy Pot makes it just so clean. This guy... I don't know if this guy sees you if you don't have stealth or what. Alright, Golden Eyes. $19K for that. It's pretty big. Yeah, very easy with Holy Pots. This part is only really a problem when you're doing Stranded, I think, because then you don't have any access to Holy Pots or anything like that. I messed up. Why did I do that, dude? Last time, I did the exact same thing last time. Exact same thing. Where I just, I casted stealth again and it totally messes up the strat there.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Yeah, Holy Water Pot, double Sacred Order. I don't know. Does anyone know how much health those Gravebirds had? Like, are we doing way too much damage or is double Sacred Order? I just feel like I may as well go double. I just have to go pick it up from a merchant. Just make it safe. But yeah, we're only at 15 faith on this save. And that's pretty much the minimum I'll get for a no-hit run, because that's Flame Grant Me Strength requirement. All right, well, running section done. Perhaps I should get more Frost Grease. I guess realistically, I'm not going to use it in phase 2. I'd rather just rebuff Flame Grant Me Strength, so. 2.2k HP for birds. And how much damage did I deal to them? Like, wasn't it way more than that? I was dealing like 4k or something like that. You know what? I should get the iframe talisman, dude. Maybe what I should... I do enjoy smoking Gideon with certain builds. With weapons that can actually do it. But maybe what I should do is the weapons that actually can't, I should just skip them. Because we're just doing the poison cheese anyways, you know? Iframe effect only... No. So the Talisman of All Crucible, it increases your rolling iframes to... What is it? Is it 15? I actually don't even know. To make your rolls 15 iframes compared to normal 13. It also gives you backstep iframes as well. Can't remember the number of frames though. Oh, is this... Okay, 16. So that's... I mean, that's more than a quick step. So it's very strong. Yeah, I quite like it on this fight, though, because he's got a lot of active frames on some of his attacks, and, like, the clones are sketch and stuff like that, so. I do wonder if Wing Stance is safe on... Like, on which punishes it's safe. Surely this slam, it's good. Like, safe here, maybe? Looks like it. Guess I'll try it here, too. So scary when that happens. Like gonna roll straight into a pillar or something. Oh! Oh my god, dude, that was so dumb. Oh my god, that was so dumb, bro. I guess I was locked on.
Maybe.
Dude, what a throw that is. Damn, like this should have been an easy fight with this too. And I had the Talisman of All Crucible. I was fairly certain I wasn't gonna get hit there. Bam. But yeah, I guess I rolled and I stayed locked on, so the backstep like didn't put me in the direction I wanted it to. Because I like to backstep on those because you just get a bigger punish window. And I was gonna use Rellanas Cameo to... Actually, I guess I don't even have it equipped, I'm realizing. But no, it's not... I mean, the run was already finished, so it's not like I have to redo this, but... Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. I feel like this should have been a very easy fight with this. Yeah, it was a bit of... Well, I guess the thing is, I haven't fought him a lot with Backstep Talisman recently. close, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I like... Oh, that's so unfortunate, dude. But he easily had him. But yeah, what I normally do on that attack is I lock on and then roll, and then it faces me directly away from the boss so I can backstep in. But because I was still locked on, the backstep like took me this way, like straight with the attack. Like at least I think that's what happened. I don't know. It must have been lock on. And I normally lock off. Dude, yeah, that's just like a muscle memory issue, I guess. But yeah, like I said, the backsteps are better because it's a quicker recovery, so you get more time for punish on it. You get like a easy full charge or two. Dang, dude. But yeah, I normally lock off here. Wait. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm already locked off at this point. I think that's what it is. I lock off before the move, and then it like faces me in the correct direction. To a pillar or something. Yeah, here I just backstep straight into the attack. Oh my god. Yeah, that should have easily had it because this is a great weapon for him too. Dang. Well, still pretty good run though. I mean, just to hit the consort. That's too bad, dude, because like I should have easily had it. But the weapon started to really shine, I think, in the DLC and like later in the game. The fire giant memes with the fire breath and like Morgott. I don't know. It was actually a trickier run for a weapon that's that good, and I think it was just because the kind of different play style, I guess. So Milady is done. So we've completed, I believe, 21 of 51, and a lot of these are gonna be like casual. So I think Life on Scythe, probably Soldering Iron. These two are probably gonna be casual runs, but we'll see with the Soldering Iron.